everyone. Welcome to another episode of Certified Nasty podcast.
We're your co-hosts. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Eric.
Episode 2, 2026 is doomed.
We're back. After a month-long hiatus because we had to take a break.
After the fame was getting too much for us.
We've also upgraded with
our team. Yeah, we have two new teamers.
So
our managers,
not sponsored by the way, but maybe one day. These are our Funko Pops. This is me.
And this is me.
Him. Basically, we want things that like really exuded our traits. So, like for example.
Yeah. So I have my usual gym fit with my.
Gym fit.
Okay, got that out. So my college friend got this for me. Fun story. She got it for me because she was moving back to Indonesia. So she got me a little farewell gift, and this is what it was. So this was her perception of me, because I always had a varsity jacket on.
Small petite with a big.
No, I had a very cool varsity jacket that I thrifted a couple years ago, and I wore that during the winter during school. I always had jeans on in my classic white Air Forces. Everybody's classics, and then the gym, and and I had black headphones just like these. So
funny enough, my cousin Jordan, he got it for me for Christmas / like literally after we filmed the first episode, because we were like, I was jealous that he had his. I also thought like perfect mascot / like accoutrements for our podcast, because this really emphasizes what this podcast is. Yeah, so basically, I have a cat, and then also this is me. So I have my ramen, and then my mic, because we're podcasters. So yeah, look how cute. So we're gonna kind of use these as, what did you call them? Mic monsters?
Mic managers.
Mic managers. Because we got a lot of comments / just really one saying that our mic was kind of inconsistent, which I thought was camp, but apparently that's not really good for production stuff. So production basically told us we need to like upgrade to these mic managers, production aka ourselves. So now we're mic'd up properly so the audio can stay consistent. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And I think what Eric means is, so we have our mics the way we should have had it, and then instead of holding the mics, we're just gonna be holding on to these. Yes. Pretending like they're the mics.
Yes, basically. Thank
mic
you.
Managers, yeah.
No, totally. Yeah, exactly that. We want to talk about the crazy stuff that has been happening, and also it's the new year. It's the year of the horse, and Jordan is the horse. I thought they said something about the fiery horse.
Maybe. Well, that also makes sense because I'm a Leo.
So basically, it's his year. Hey, aka why we're doomed, because I don't trust that. But first, how have you been now that it's the new year?
Yeah, well, I'm still navigating living on my own, living in Boston. The snow is freaking crazy here. Like, the streets are already narrow as slim thick already, and then the snow adds on to like...
Yes, okay.
And the snow just adds so much, like... Or I guess it just takes away so much more space on the roads. So just navigating, like, I've been slipping and sliding to my destinations here. Just even getting to the podcast today, I was literally, I had to park my car up a hill, so I had to walk down a hill. I saw on the sidewalk, I was like, oh, ice, like, there it is. I'm not walking there, so I'm gonna walk on the road. And then as I'm walking, I don't know, I think I tripped over like a pebble of like
a frozen pebble.
A frozen pebble.
And he like landed basically on his water bottle.
Yeah, my water bottle fell out. Bro's dented right now, which is okay because I just got a new one. But like I'm like tumbling, I'm like whoa, and I'm like running down the hill, and I thought I was gonna fall over. Like I kind of accepted my fate as I was like running down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show up to Eric's house with like scratch. Dude, remember when I had scratch marks?
Yes.
Because I also fell down a hill when I was a kid. So I was like, oh, flashbacks. I was like, oh, here we go again. Like just let me land. But then I caught myself. Like my leg just like boom. I was like, yeah, I did that. My athleticism kicked in.
Yeah. Basically, Jordan's just been like dealing with the Boston, and he's learning that. It's kind of hell here. We had a friend visit from New York, and even she was like,
city snow versus like...
It's crazy here.
Yeah.
It's
like
so
in Western
cold.
Mass, the snow's snow. Like, it's whatever. You don't even need it. But here, like...
Well, something about, like, the winds are also, like, they, like, hurt. Like when you get like a wind tunnel or wind hitting you here, it really hurts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd be biking to work and I'd use it as a Botox with the wind hitting my face.
Drying your hair.
No, literally drying my hair while also just like commuting so hard so that my face just stays frozen. And truly, when I get to work, I'm like, I feel so snap. That's also why we had a month hiatus, because we just could not commute. We could not handle that because it was snowing really bad. I mean, it was like 20 feet of snow.
Yeah, was it people were calling the snowpocalypse? Yeah, I remember like calling Eric. I was like, Eric, I don't think we can film like this weekend. There's like gonna be 20 inches of snow.
I was like, no, come over.
Yeah, Eric's like, Jordan, like it's Boston. Like people say that all the time, but there's not gonna be.
And was I wrong?
Yes.
Slightly.
Yes,
Slightly wrong.
You were wrong.
I was gagged because when I walked outside I stayed inside the entire Sunday. Did not look outside. I mean, I looked outside through my window, but maybe once or twice. I went outside the next day, and I couldn't even get. My door was barricaded with snow. They hadn't fully salted and finished like paving the snow off of like my street, I guess, because I live sort of on a hill slant.
Yeah.
So that was insane. I was pissed walking out there and it being that cold and seeing all that. I didn't have the proper shoes for it because I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. And then I slept in a pile of slush. And of course it seeps into my shoes and gets all wet. And I just left the house. Or I just left the apartment.
Remember, I told you too. I fell that day, the Sunday. Remember, I was like, I was okay. Well, I was like,
Jordan's been falling this entire snowstorm weekend.
Bro, I'll take my recycling out, and I'm just like, okay, like today's a snow day. This is great. Like I don't have to like go anywhere. Let me just bring out the recycling, and then I can just chill all day. I literally walk out because I have a deck, so in the back. So I'm like walking. I have my Berkeys on. Then all of a sudden, I take a step, and then all of a sudden I'm looking up at the air. Yeah, all the boxes and mails just like fall on me, and I
So
slid
you
down.
fall?
Yeah, I felt like face up. Yeah, I don't think so. So I got whiplash like up to my neck, and then when I went in, my roommates were like, "Dude, it's purple." I'm like, "What? What do you mean it's purple?" Maybe because it was like I was rubbing it, like trying to massage it earlier, but like it was purple. I put icy hot on my neck and my butt for the next day, and I'm healed now.
No, absolutely not.
I hate winter here. Yeah.
So I do like the cold more than the warm. I think it's easier. No, it's not. I think it's easier to cool down, I guess, than to warm up. Wait, no.
No,
I think it's I think it's easier. Just contradicting my own logic. I think it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
Yeah.
At least for me.
That's
so
true.
I just throw on some blankets, throw on some things. I curl up, like I can warm up easily, and I enjoy the cold.
No,
when it's hot,
it's
I'm
unbearable.
sweating.
Yeah.
I'm dripping in sweat. You know me, I sweat very easily. It's
Mhm.
because of my father. But basically, when I start sweating, There's nothing I can stop with it. It's dripping down my face. I'm also just like hot and uncomfortable. I feel like I'm sticky. I feel like I'm dirty. But I can't really do anything about it unless I take a cold shower. And most of the time, I'm not near my apartment, or I'm not. I'm out and about, or I'm doing something. I'm at the gym and I'm uncomfortable, or I'm going on a run in the summer. That's why when I do go on runs in the summer, or I'm out and about, I always wear a tank top throughout the entire summer. If I ever wear any layers, I always have a tank top underneath. Even during the winters, I always try to wear a tank top so that if I ever get hot, I have access to just taking everything off and having my tank top.
Yeah,
I'm so overly prepared because I get so uncomfortable hot.
Yeah, that's what like sleeping when it's cold is so much nicer than sleeping when it's hot.
Well, yes, I understand what you mean, like getting.
Because you can layer, you can throw on all the blankets you want. You can wear all the layers you want. Like sometimes I sleep in hoodies, and I think that's like the best feeling ever.
And socks.
And socks. No, not socks. Not socks. But then when it's hot, like the blanket's like unbearable. You're sweating. One leg out, one leg in. But then the monsters are gonna like take the leg out. So, like, what do you do? The monsters under your bed are just gonna be nipping on your nose.
Oh, that.
Nipping at your toes.
I forgot about the monster.
Oh, you don't.
The monster under your bed. You still think that, don't you?
No, it's just that one video I saw when I was a kid. There's like one video. It's like I was sleeping. It's like both legs in, like you're sweating.
Yeah, volcano image.
Both all like
winter.
One leg out, like wow.
No, my leg out. The door opens. the door opens and a monster's
it's
there.
superstitious.
That's hilarious. I never believed, or that's a lie. I never tried to believe that there were monsters in my room, and it scared me so much because in Vietnamese culture, do we have like a chupacabra?
It might just be you.
I go on all fours.
Yeah, Eric's winter face.
No, literally. Like, wait,
Chupacabra.
do we? We don't have like. I don't think we have any like.
We probably do, but it's probably
Okay,
like
we-
some long name like Gold Dale.
Oh damn! The beautiful
Oh,
woman.
damn.
The beautiful. Oh damn! Mao Zhang.
Gold Dale.
No,
Mang Mao Sam.
No, really. Xin chào, Gold Dale.
I feel like they would have just like a name because I feel like Vietnamese words or like titles are very like
Yeah.
this person does that. You know, like
Or like the person that does that is this person.
yeah, literally.
No, but I don't think our parents ever told us any like super like any fairy tales, not that at least we know of, that made us think that we had like crazy monsters. But I think just like maybe like American, maybe it was Western stuff, but like
No,
feeling
our
like,
parents definitely had a lot of ghost stories. I feel like grandma and grandpa also told us some
ghost stories. But
ghost
like,
stories.
what made me think when I was young that a monster was going to come out of my closet and drag
Yeah.
me into the pits of hell?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's Western. I feel like that's a Western thing to, because I just don't understand like how that even came in imagination.
Yeah.
Like, why do I feel so unsafe in my own home at the age of 8?
Because would you believe those things that happen, like paranormal activities in houses and stuff?
I slightly do, but it's so hard because if the smartest people can't even catch any like real evidence, like maybe it's just like.
I don't know. I feel like I believe in paranormal activity, and I believe in ghosts and spirits, but I don't believe in monsters. Which I guess is really ghosts.
I believe in everything supernatural.
Yeah, I believe that everything is supernatural exists, but they're all nice. Like there's no evil ghosts.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was thinking. I just think that I was like, I'm gonna close my eyes, and the moment I close my eyes, something's gonna go. Wait, you know what it is? You know what it is? It was probably Michelle. It was my sister. It was my sister.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
She's the one that scared me.
Probably.
She, was the one that
She would
was
do
like,
that.
Yeah, like jump scares. I'm like, I think she's gonna come out, and she had long hair. She would do this freaky trick where she would put her long hair over her face, like down, and
yeah,
she
the
would do
grudge,
that.
right?
Yeah, or like the whatever the sisters from The Shining. I don't know, but she was just like scare me, and I knew it was her. But the moment she went like that, I went, fuck, no, and then she went like, no, it's just.
Go down.
But, I remember every night I would sleep and I would always self tuck myself under my blanket, and then I would sometimes even put my blanket over my head and tuck it under my head, and I would just lay. Imagine little 8-year-old me with the blanket fully surrounded me.
What if you did hear something though? You're like,
no, I thought something was gonna be like.
You like climb your way out
And
of
I'm
the cocoon. Yeah,
stuck in my
you
own-
claw your way out of the cocoon.
I literally was so scared, but I did that just thinking like, if they don't see me and I close my eyes and go to sleep and I don't move, no one will hurt me. And then another thing, every single night when I slept, I had to close. These are we're talking about like little rituals and stuff like that, but I would always have to close my closet doors.
Yes, no, me too. I cannot
sleep with my closet doors
absolutely
open.
not. No.
What the heck?
Your closets were scary enough. You, because Eric's whole wall was a freaking
It was
like
a whole
closet.
closet.
Yes.
Like my whole wall was like it was one of those doors. It was a triangle fold-out doors or whatever. Where you can pull it out and it just like folds.
Yeah.
But it was literally a whole wall, and it
Absolutely
was just
not.
like dark. Like even if like slightly it was open.
Dude, it was so big. Didn't Derek have his own like little space?
Derek, my brother, had his own like
man cave. Yeah, he had a
like
man
child
cave in the thing.
boy cave.
Dude, it was a huge
It was
closet.
just it was like it was almost like it felt like like in do you ever watch Encanto?
Yeah.
In the attic when Bruno is like stuck in between the walls, he's been hiding
Yeah.
He's
Like
hiding
the guy
within
in
walls.
the gateways. Yeah.
It's like giving like within between walls. It gives like that small nook and a narrow nook. So that's what my closet gave, and it was just creepy because I'm like, what if
Someone just
went,
like
literally I would They're like, I would be scared I was just scared. So, anyways, that was like super traumatizing. But I don't feel like our parents ever gave us like like crazy scary stories to scare us.
Yeah.
I think we were naturally just really scared.
Yeah.
Mom. Just like but then other than that, like I remember waking up and I'm like, well, I would wake up in the middle like sweating, so I'm like, fuck, I'll die. I don't care.
Yeah.
I took off my blanket because I was sweating under the blanket sleeping, and then I would be like, oh, this isn't that bad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What about you? How did you deal with monsters in your sleep, or did you not?
No, I just let them. No, yeah.
This is so funny.
Gotta play with.
Mom was like, no noise.
I know. She's like, what the fuck is this kid doing? You just hear dump, like,
Oh
boom,
God.
boom.
Your closet was just a door, right?
Yeah, but my closet was just like, boom.
Yeah.
So I'm like, tie that shit.
No, literally. That's so funny. Okay, so you did do any crazy shit. I did. I closed my closet door.
No, my basement scared me.
You mean the one where we like did karaoke? It was like a fun.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know why my basement scared
I mean,
me.
I could totally see that.
Because as a kid, like you know, like looking down my stairway, like it's like a well.
Oh,
it's like a well. Right?
Your stairway is scary.
Yeah, my stairway is scary.
It is because not only do you go down the stairs and straight in front is your washer and dryer, or whatever. So there's darkness there, but you can turn.
Exactly.
So there's 3 ways.
That's what I'm saying. Because you don't know what shadows are. Like I thought, a mist, like a fog, would come out after I like turn off the light in my basement. You know, like.
You know, I feel like we'd be so good at designing a haunted mansion though, or a haunted.
Probably, yeah.
Because I feel like we know what scares us. So we just like use that.
It's like a lady.
Like
it's just a white. It's a model.
She posed.
She's like, like, what the fuck? She has a fog machine. She has a fog machine. She's there. Dude, guys, this is so stupid. Speechless. Get it together.
Thank you. Whenever there is something serious, Jordan and I literally sometimes could not be looking at each other because we knew we would like start bawling, laughing. I mean, like there have been moments where our grandfather's a deacon, and he was like blessing the family meal, and he's saying something really emotional, and I look at him, and we're like, don't break anything, because we have one of our uncles recording, and we're just like, we're like we can't miss any, literally, and I'm like,
stoic.
Anyways. We want to talk about something a bit more serious because of all the stuff that has been happening.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes past politics in a way. Like, sure, you can be Democrat, you can be Republican. We are who we both are, and you know we don't have to.
What are you?
We don't have to explicitly say that. No, I'm just saying, like to keep it, you know, pinpoint accuracy or whatever. Yeah. It's like so inhumane how everything has been like playing out, and I feel like as people of color, like being Asian and being an American, like it makes you kind of question like your like safety and your identity, you know. And it's just kind of scary that you wake up one day and you see what's on the news, you see what's on social media, and it's just people that are sticking up for one another, like sticking up for their community, their neighbors. There's nothing more powerful than that. Like, you know, like everybody owes it to each other to be, I don't know, like living, like especially if you guys are neighbors, like you kind of owe it to yourself to not like look after each other, but you know, make sure everybody is doing okay.
You brought up a really good point because I also feel like growing up Asian American, sometimes it's kind of just like, I think our parents and just our people stay more quiet than the rest.
Because they don't think it applies to them.
They don't think it applies to them. It's the American dream. Let's focus. Let's keep our head down. Let's keep our head low. Let's hustle, make money, raise our kids, send our kids off to college. Let's do what we need to do as quickly and as quietly as possible.
It's like trust the process. Yeah. Trust God. Like trust that if you do the right thing, everything will pan out for you. But that's just not how reality is. So seeing everything that's happening in Minneapolis with those murders and stuff, like if I was walking down the street and I saw that happening, I'd be scared shitless. And they're exercising their rights as citizens.
Yeah.
And they're getting shot and they're getting killed. Like,
why do the rights only think it's good when it appeals to them, especially with the Second Amendment? But now that the left side is starting to partake and actually take on the rights that they are also due.
Like at the end of the day,
it
doesn't matter like if you agree that that woman that he was trying to defend should have been arrested or not. He died, and I think that's what happened. That's the story. You guys can watch
footage that with footage.
Watch the footage if you want to like disagree.
Watch the footage.
I'm
at
not
the end of the day,
take it up.
he died. No one knows. Also, these two individuals in Minneapolis, no one knows their actual intent.
Right.
Everyone has speculations, but no one actually knows. It just seems so reckless. It really seems like all over the place, and
I feel like we bring it up.
It's just sad
now. Like we bring up the situation on a podcast, not to like, oh my god, like
I don't want to make this political. I really do not want to make this like crazy political.
Don't make it. Don't like. It's not because we have to say a statement. We don't have to.
Yeah.
It's just because it just feels very contradicting to who, like again, our upbringing.
Yes.
As people, our family is very vocal in our own community. They're very
about religion, about what they actually believe in.
Exactly.
But when it comes to politics, because they don't necessarily feel like it has to do with them, they never really voice stuff. But for us, growing up, we do feel like when we see stuff like that, like Jordan immediately, I remember Jordan talking to me about this or sending me it, or you posted or something like that on your story. But I was like, whoa, Jordan never really posted anything crazy political.
That's what I'm saying.
But
that's
I'm like, this
where
is
I
great.
grew up. Yes,
this is great that we really should start. I am at my own fault too. Like I really do want to start posting, but it's so hard when you don't post ever anything political, and then you all of a sudden do that, knowing that half your following is from high school, and our high school was very conservative, very religious. We had of course liberal people, but like predominantly like it
just got to the point. It's just like, if you don't agree, like if you think he deserved to die that day, you can unfollow me. Like I don't even care about social media. I posted that stuff because Eric's right. I usually never do, not because I don't care about it. It's because I'm not knowledgeable enough on the topic. I just never felt confident enough in standing back on what I posted on my story. Now, like it kind of shook me to the core this much that I was like, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me weed out the people that don't care about this stuff, because
no, seriously, it's like, yes, please unfollow me.
Yeah.
Please, like, let me know.
Not even in the same state as me, sure, but it's only a matter of time. If you're denying that, then that's on you, and that's why I'm like connecting it back. Like also in student clubs, like we had to represent our own organizations and our clubs, you know. And even back then, like I felt like I didn't even do a good job like standing for what
100%
our community should have represented.
Yeah, we were bystanders. Like that's all it was. We was just like watching, and we were kind of raised and taught that, and we also felt our own selves getting comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
But I hope that more people, and also ourselves, I really do agree with you, and I do hope that we can like really get past that and start actually voicing our opinions and actually being educated to talk about it. Because even now, talking about it right now on this podcast or on the camera, it feels weird because I don't want to say the wrong things. I still don't know if my facts are right. Like we really just had to fact check Minneapolis because we thought it was Minnesota or something.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's just like things are very unclear, and also what news sources to trust and this and that, because everyone spins things differently, and it's a lot. That is kind of like our little small spiel. Our little spiel on all that, because that really made me feel like
we're in 2026, like guys.
That made me feel like, damn, it is doomed. Like it literally feels so weird, because I felt like we were making a little bit of progress. I felt like we could have been making more, but now we're kind of like going back on some of the things. But then people still think we're making progress with all these changes.
Like this is giving me like flashbacks to like COVID and like Stop Asian Hate. Like Asian people, Asian Americans, Asian people.
It's all gonna circle around.
Yeah, like they were just getting randomly attacked, and you know, like our parents are active out there.
Yeah.
Our grandparents at the time were like also very healthy. They're also just, you know, minding their own business, walking around, and you're saying that people just get targeted because of their race, and it's just like connecting that to today's world, not that different, like immigration status, and it's just like random,
it's just
like
the same repeating, but just there were different groups.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that made me really like, wow, this is like I really hold this perspective is that like let's say like the dominant group or like the bigger group.
Yeah.
They're always gonna try to weed out the smaller, the weaker groups, this and that, or the odd ones out. After they weed them out, who do you think they're gonna weed next?
Yeah.
You think they're gonna stop? That's pretty much our episode.
It was kind of random today, which I think was a good.
It was very nice.
Good
I mean,
trajectory.
it's been a long week, at least for me. I don't know about him, but I think we deserve this. We deserve each other. Me and Bob. I think that one thing that we want, at least with this podcast, is we don't want to make it a chore or anything. So the episodes are gonna
Anamorph.
The episodes, what the fuck? The episodes are going to come out
when they do.
When they do.
So stop asking for it, y'all.
This episode was kind of like all over the place, but I think this is exactly what we wanted from it.
It's the same energy, or it's a good energy that we wanted to set the tone for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the year.
For a doomed year.
Yeah, doomed year, you know.
Ooh, yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
What are you saying?
Are we gonna spread love and
I don't like Jordan for this. He always
joy, or are we gonna stay in fear and cower from a world out? Wait, that was kind of funny. You just cut me off like there, like the podcast.
We're done. Yeah, that's good. That's good.